Ever pondered on who the most notorious serial killers in history are? Serial killers, a chilling term that denotes individuals who have committed the horrifying act of taking multiple lives over a period of time. Their notoriety often stems from the number of victims, the cruelty of their methods, and the terror they instill in the public. As we pull back the veil on these dark figures, we rank them based on their infamy. Let's dive into the dark and chilling world of the most infamous serial killers, starting from number 5. At number 5, we encounter the BTK killer, Dennis Rader. A seemingly normal man leading a double life, Rader was a city worker, a husband, and a father. But beneath this ordinary facade lurked a brutal serial killer. His nickname, BTK, an acronym for his chilling modus operandi, bind, torture, kill, speaks volumes about the monstrous acts he committed. Over a span of 17 years, from 1974 to 1991, Rader claimed the lives of 10 innocent people. His reign of terror, however, extended far beyond these 17 years, as he taunted authorities with letters and clues for over 3 decades, until his eventual capture in 2005. His ability to evade capture for so long, combined with his gruesome acts, have etched his name in the annals of crime history. Rader's reign of terror lasted for over 3 decades, making him one of history's most notorious serial killers. Moving on to number 4, we have the Green River Killer, Gary Ridgway. Known by this chilling moniker, Ridgway's name was inspired by the location where he deposited his first 5 victims, the Green River in Washington state. Active from the early 1980s to the late 90s, Ridgway's reign of terror spanned nearly 2 decades. He confessed to eliminating 49 women, although estimates suggest the actual count may be much higher. Most of his victims were vulnerable young women, often runaways or sex workers. Ridgway's capture came in 2001, thanks in part to advances in DNA technology that linked him to his victims. Despite his attempts to throw investigators off his trail, the evidence was overwhelming. Ridgway's high victim count and his ability to avoid capture for nearly 2 decades earned him a spot on our list. At number 3, we find the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, a name that sent shivers down the spines of Californians in the mid-80s. Ramirez was not your typical serial killer. His modus operandi was as unpredictable as his choice of victims. He didn't discriminate based on age, gender, or race, making him an unpredictably terrifying presence in the night. From June 1984 to August 1985, Ramirez claimed at least 13 lives, but the actual number may be higher. His reign of terror stretched across the entire state of California, with home invasions and gruesome murders being his signature. It was this randomness and brutality that earned him the chilling moniker, the Night Stalker. His capture in August of '85 was nothing short of dramatic. Cornered by an angry mob in East Los Angeles, Ramirez was eventually subdued and handed over to the police, marking the end of his nightmarish spree. Ramirez's reign of terror left the... Number 2 brings us face to face with the Milwaukee cannibal, Jeffrey Dahmer, a figure who sent shivers down the spine of America. Dahmer's reign of terror lasted from the late 70s to the early 90s. His nickname, the Milwaukee Cannibal, was earned due to his gruesome modus operandi, which involved the murder and dismemberment of 17 men and boys. His acts were not just confined to murder, but extended to necrophilia and cannibalism. His reign of terror was brought to an end in 1991, when he was captured and later sentenced to 16 life terms. Dahmer's horrific acts and the chilling nature of his crimes earned him the 2nd spot on our list. And now the most notorious of them all. At number 1, the killer clown, John Wayne Gacy. This man lived a disturbing double life, portraying a jovial clown at children's parties by day, while committing heinous acts under the cover of night. Known for his chilling alter ego, Gacy's reign of terror struck the heart of the 70s and early 80s. His victims, all young men and boys, totaled a staggering 33, a number that sent shockwaves through society when it was revealed. His capture in December 1978 ended his reign of terror, but the legacy of his crimes lives on. Gacy's chilling double life and the shocking number of victims make him the most notorious serial killer in our countdown. This brings us to the end of our chilling journey. We've delved into the lives of the BTK Killer, the Green River Killer, the Night Stalker, the Milwaukee Cannibal, and the Killer Clown. Let's discuss these haunting tales further. Remember, these stories serve as a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk within the human mind. Stay vigilant, stay aware, and above all, stay safe.